All right, we are in Christmas Rust or Rust with Christmas theme or it. Look at we all know Rust. All right, I think we've all been Modern Warfare fans at one point in our time or the other, so we know what Rust is. Now it's Christmas. All right, it's getting holly.
Excuse me, what the actual fuck are you doing in my house?
It's getting jolly.
Fraggle stick car.
Fuck is that?
And just look at all the lights. Look at that big red light. I don't know what he's doing here, but he seems to be happy here. So as long as he's not harming anybody, the giant killer clown statue can stay, as far as I'm aware. But let's just get rid of these zombies and let's quick revive real quick. It's looking festive here, folks. We got Saint Nick. Saint Nick, he's gonna give us a bunch of. Oh, he has a mistletoe. He has a mistletoe on his. I'm gonna have to give Santa Claus the smoochies. All right, I'm gonna get killed by a zombie. Good lord. Oh, who's it? Oh, we also got. Well, that's not Rudolph. He doesn't have the. Does he? No. Okay. No. Okay. I was gonna say I thought that was Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, but no, he doesn't. He's missing the very obvious glowing red nose. So I don't know which one that could be. How does the song go? It's. There's Rudolph and Dancer and Prancer and Dixon, all of Somalia, Richard Nixon. At least by the time making this video, man, we are halfway to Christmas. We are halfway to Christmas. Santa Claus is coming to town, and I couldn't be more happy. I couldn't be more happy. I love. I think Christmas is just one of the best times of the year. As they say, it is the most wonderful time of the year. I don't think any holiday kind of comes close to Christmas because it's the one holiday where everything goes right for it in a way. Like when you think about it, like Christmas, it gets cold. I mean, I live in Louisiana. I always say this in my videos. So, as part of Christmas, Louisiana, sometimes it gets cold. Sometimes we're back to like 85 degrees or like 90 degrees, but that's fine. That's fine. We get some days where it's 50. And that's the blend. But if you ask me, I'd much rather just the days where it's just constant cold. But that's the one thing. People got to make up their mind, man. Well, especially living in a state that gets like hot all the time, and when it gets hot, it gets really hot. People always just kind of end up saying, "Man, I love the cold. I hate the hot." And then when it gets cold, they always complain. Or the big one is that they say they love like the hot weather, but once it gets all nice and musty and everyone's got swamp ass, there's always a whole bunch of lists to complain about, which there is. Don't get me wrong, but you'll never catch me saying I'm glad it's hot outside. You'll never catch me saying that. I will always hate the heat. That's why like when like people talk about like leaving the country and like going on vacations out of country. They always talk about the Bahamas, somewhere in South America, and it's just like I just couldn't do that. I think I would rather let R. Kelly pee on me, and have P Diddy twiddle my ball hairs. Like you leave your house, you get into your hot ass car because it's been doing nothing but baking all day and night because it's hot at night for some reason. You crank on the AC, but the AC isn't working yet, or it just doesn't work at all. So you just get hot air blown in your face because everything is working against you. The road is melting your tires because the asphalt is literally so hot. Everyone's in a pissed off mood, rightfully so, because it's hot. But they're gonna just blame you for some reason. People don't do that when it's cold. But once again, I live in the South, so maybe if you're watching this video from up north and it gets really cold up there, maybe you can verify on that information. But as far as I've seen, the heat makes people go crazy. Also, at the time of making this video, the Game Awards has ended. And I think this didn't come to shock to anybody, but Expedition 33 not only won Game of the Year, every other thing it was nominated for took that piece. Expedition 33 came into the Game Awards, grabbed everyone by the hips, turned their chin to make sure that they're making eye contact with them, and gave them ferocious ape sex, monkey style. All right, like they dominated. They dominated. They put everybody in a gimp suit, and they dominated. it's cool to see some shit like that, you know. I personally don't know much about Expedition 33. You know, I haven't even seen gameplay, if I'm being honest. You know, in my Keynote or Toten video, Keynote or Toten, yeah. I was talking about it, and I mentioned that, like, you know, if it wins, I'll probably buy it and play it, because I did the same thing with Elden Ring when it won Game of the Year. But also in that same video, I kind of dogged on turn-based games, and my friend, one of my buddies, kind of came into the comment section. He was like, "Hey, Expedition 33 is a turn-based game," and I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know that." So, will I still play it? Probably not. Like, once again, you know, get mad all you want. I just can't. I just can't get into turn-based games. I'm so sorry. It's just not something for me. So we're gonna buy double tap real quick. Down here. Let's see. What the fuck was that? What the Is Santa? Is that Santa? Oh, Jesus. Oh my God, look at you. Goddamn tub of lard. This tub of lard's got fucking 4-wheel drive or some shit, man. Good Lord, he is hauling ass. God, that's what milk and cookies does to Santa Claus, I guess. Jeez, you could see him in the crowd. Alright, hold on. Let me move. Oh my God, dude is a unit. God, man. Is he like a Brutus? Alright, well, he's dead now, so that's good. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna buy Speed Cola real quick. So we are gonna... We must turn on power. I have power on. Wait, hold on a second. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe you might have to correct me. This is Speed Cola. That is also Speed Cola. Now, this might be insane. That's the real Speed Cola. Alright, yeah, okay. Okay, we got 3 Speed Colas on the map. Alright, I don't know why we need that many Speed Colas. You know, I don't think reloading is that big of an issue or that much of a time constraint that we need 3 of them placed around the map. Jesus. Oh, no, there's another one. There's another Speed Cola. What the fuck? Wait. We got 5 Speed Colas. What is going on? Dude, don't tell me that there's another one hidden somewhere. Oh, don't tell me there's another one hidden in one of these houses. No. Let's show, there's no reason why we need 5 Speed Cola machines. There is a reason we need electric cherry, though. I'll take electric cherry. But let's kill these zombies. I'm scared. I'm scared. In a world where 5 Speed Colas are needed, that's a world I really would not like to live in. But let's hop down and get Widow's Wine as well, because zombies are gonna get hectic, and I don't want to feel like dying. So, you know, just saying. You know, I know. I don't feel like dying. I know. Kind of like what I was talking about earlier. You know, congratulations to Expedition 33. Anyways, you know, like I said, not a fan. I probably won't play the game because it's just not my thing, if I'm being honest. But just because it's not my thing doesn't mean I'm gonna clown on the people who that thing is for. I mean, I say that, but then I also talk about music artists that I don't like, and I think their fans should be tarred and feathered because they have a different music opinion taste to me. It depends on how bad it is. Like, Expedition 33 isn't on my plate. It's not forced on my plate, so I can't really care for it, you know? But also at the same time, it's not in my face to where I despise it. You know, I open up TikTok all the time, and I gotta hear, like, 15 different popular TikTok sounds from artists that I just don't like. You know, and I have to constantly hear this shit, like... Once again, going back to hating on BB No Money, I remember I saw a comment where it was like, why does everyone hate on him all of a sudden? Did he do something wrong? And it's like, that's the one thing, as a hater, I can say that irks me. that gives me, as the fine shit say, the ick. It's when you hate on something for so long in your life, and some troglodyte ice dweller comes out of their nipple-ridden cavern and says, when did we all start hating on this person? When did all this hate come from? I've been hating on that dude since day one. That dude's been making music slop, doo-doo, shit-fest, diarrhea, sloppy seconds for his entire music career. I don't want to see a single comment in this video saying, well, actually on this album he had a pretty good song. That song's ass. It might even be his worst song. But I have to constantly hear this dude's fucking music on TikTok all the fucking time. And I have to hear some stupid shit like, oh my god, our glorious our glorious BBL Money King has released another beautiful single. It's like, no, it's not beautiful. It's not beautiful. All right, you know what? I'm gonna come out and say it. I'm gonna be mad all you want. I'm pretty sure BB No Money, his entire music career, is worse than everything Saddam Hussein's done to the entire world. I don't care. BB No Money is worse than Saddam Hussein. But I could make an entire video. I could make an entire video of all the artists I hate. And actually, I want to hate on another artist because my brother, my little brother, shout out to you, William, he always watches my videos. And he was talking to me about it, like in my last video, the Christmas one, Christmas Eve Day Zero, where, you know, I was hating on a lot of artists, and he was like, oh, dude, you got to hate on some more, man. What about Sleep Token? Let me tell you this right now. I want to set the record straight. If any of you heathens, absolute buffoonery walking mutant golems, are subscribed to my channel and listen to Sleep Token, I need you to do one or the other. You either stay with me and not listen to Sleep Token and listen to, you know, good music, or you just unsubscribe and never watch my videos again. Block me if you have to. I like, when I mean garbage, I mean garbage. And I remember when they came out with the single Caramel, and everyone was like, you know what? I used to hate on Sleep Token, but I listened to Caramel. This is a really good song. I was like, you know what? I'm probably not going to like it. I'm going to listen to it anyways. And it was by far one of the most ear-scratching sounds I've ever had to hear called music. So to anyone who said that, where I was like, oh no, dude, you might hate Sleep Token, you got to listen to Caramel. I need you to die. I'm not going to call you names. I'm not going to say that I want a billion aliens to come through on UFOs and just probe you all the time. I need you to just leave the world. You know, like, I love America. But when people say that Sleep Token is a good music band or a good music artist, it makes me wonder if the First Amendment is really worth it. It really does. It really paints into the picture that freedom really isn't for everybody. You know, and for everybody, I mean mainly just Sleep Token fans. I just don't see a world where I could be labeled as equal to them. The snipers are kind of the scary side of gun game because they always... You never start out on snipers in a gun game match. They're always your middle ground or like your lates, and... You know, it's... You get into a corner, you're done. There's a community of people out there. Really strong community of people. You know, they live off of the word hope. And that is... and that is the Half-Life 3 believers. You know, I don't know if they grow in numbers by the day or if they're starting to die off, but I hope they don't, man. I really hope they don't. But honestly, I don't blame them. I don't blame them. I feel like being a Half-Life 3 fan, or not really a Half-Life 3 fan, but being a Half-Life fan waiting for, you know, the day that Half-Life 3 gets announced, I feel like it's no different than being a cuck. Because whenever I watch the Game of the Year Awards, this goes for every single one. There's always been. They always say the same thing. It's like, many people have been asking for this, many people have been wanting this, and after years of development, the studio has finally come out and is ready. You know, you may know them for such classic games like insert blah blah blah, insert blah blah blah, you know. Or maybe they might just say Valve themselves. And then like the game gets revealed and it's just a nothing burger. You know, like Like I don't think, because it's gotta be a type of hell. It's gotta be hell. Like, imagine them saying, this new game, everyone's been asking for it, it's coming out, the third installment of the series, a classic beloved to all PC players, and it's like, holy shit, this is Half-Life 3. Half-Life 3, all my years of waiting have led up to this moment. And they announce it, and it's some shitty game that existed back in the 1990s, and it's coming back as a 6v6 hero shooter. I would never play a video game ever again. I would never play a video game ever again. And this is just me. Keep in mind, I don't really like playing PvP games. I don't really like it. I don't find them too much fun. But I think 6v6 hero shooters have got to be some of the worst. It's just so unfun to play. Like, Overwatch is like that now. Now, don't get me wrong. Overwatch Prime, when it first came out, you know, like Overwatch from launch to the first year Celebration Edition was probably some of the most peak Overwatch to ever exist. Everything after that has been just a downfall, downfall, downfall. If a game series doesn't get a game for like a long time, usually around the 6 to 10 year mark, every single person who is a big fan on that game loses their minds. Loses their minds. Perfect example is before Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League came out, you can go on the Arkham Batman subreddit. There is no difference between that and an asylum from the 1800s. There is no difference. People were saying the man, the Jonkler. Why is man beating the Jonkler? Why is the Jonkler jaking off the man, the Batman? People were losing their minds, left and right. There was no cure for the madness. And then we got Suicide Squad, the Justice League, and it didn't solve it. I'm pretty sure if I go on the subreddit right now, it's raps. Everyone's insane. Or they just get really horny. They get really horny. Fallout hasn't had a game in a while. Talk to a Fallout fan, they're gonna talk about having incredible radiation sex with a bunch of hyper ovulating deathclaws, and it's just, what are we doing? Like when Fallout 4 came out, no one was losing their minds talking about cracking in an Assaultron. Now you can't really even say you're a Fallout fan without saying that. You know, like you have to say, yeah, I would smash a ghoul. I would smash a feral ghoul. Like that's how there's an initiation. And that initiation is having intercourse with all the things that have radiation. Oh, there's another Santa Claus. That's cool. Oh, well, we got Thunder Gun, so I guess... Is this gonna be a one-tap? Yeah. Yeah. Obviously. But let's see. I think this is the last zombie here. Yep. Alright, well, I think it's gonna be hard to die with the Thunder Gun, so, you know, since we're on the Thunder Gun, you know, I feel like it's best if we just kind of do like I always do and just kind of get all the formalities out of the way first, but I forgot to mention, this map is made by Rami. And another thing about this is that this map was made in 2020. And this map has just went completely under the radar, but when Christmas rolls around and all the Christmas maps kind of come back, or you just start looking up Christmas and start seeing all the holly, all the festivalness and all the Christmas spirit and joy, it's really nice. It's really nice. So, Rami, I don't know if you're still making custom maps, but this map's pretty fun. Alright, it's also pretty challenging as well, but that's also just with Rust just being a small map. Alright, so we got the last bit of zombies here, and, alright, Widow's Wine did the job for us, but if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to like, subscribe, and all that nonsense, and, make sure to have a holly jolly Christmas, spread lots of joy, spread lots of love, spread lots of cheer, and all that beautifulness, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.